Live in Western Oregon, this is NBC 16 News at 5:30.
Another 4.5 million Americans filed new unemployment claims, making that 26 million Americans in 5 weeks since businesses started to close. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Jacqueline Mazer. Here in Oregon, 36,700 people filed claims for unemployment benefits last week. This since Governor Kate Brown ordered a stay-at-home to lessen coronavirus cases. But as NBC 16's Stephanie Rothman explains, there is one specific group of workers who can't even file for unemployment.
For many Americans, they're filing for their unemployment benefits online. But for some workers, it's not that easy.
Take Tony McAllister of Springfield.
You just keep watching the mailbox and you're just waiting for this money to come.
But it doesn't. McAllister tells us his frustration is growing as the days go on.
So I've claimed every week, and all I get is a letter in the mail saying, I'm denied benefits.
McAllister is a tattoo artist at Anchored Ink in Eugene. Furloughed in March when the shop closed, he's been trying to apply for unemployment benefits online. But as an independent contractor, he's overlooked by what he calls a broken system.
We're pretty much just sitting high and dry, waiting for an order that we can go back and do our jobs to make a living. We don't have any way to make a living besides doing our job, so.
He calls several times but gets nowhere. The Employment Department's website has instructions for other groups of workers, but for those that are independent like McAllister, it's a dead end. Something hard on his employer and 13 other artists as well.
It's scary to witness, and of course, their thoughts affect my thoughts, and we're all talking back and forth on a group message and just everything unraveling all around.
According to the Oregon Employment Department, Lane County is the third highest in the state for unemployment claims. And now the state's Facebook page says, quote, upon successful testing, the Employment Department expects to open the program for applications by the end of April. But for now, all Tony can do is wait for benefits that may not come soon enough. Reporting in Eugene, I'm Stephanie Rothman.
Oregon added another 68 coronavirus cases and 5 more deaths, bringing the number of cases to more than 2,183 deaths. 1 woman and 4 men died in Multnomah County and another man in Clackamas County. The majority of the cases are in Washington, Multnomah, and Marion counties. There are more than 1,400 cases there. In our region, Benton County stands at 27. Lynn County added another 4 cases and now has 67. Lane County added 2 cases, bringing the total to 50. Deschutes County added 4 cases and now has 70. Douglas County added a case, moving up to 24 cases. Coos County added another case, making this the 4th positive case from an inmate in the Shutter Creek Correctional Institution. A company that makes shelters for disaster relief and government use is making shelters in record numbers and sending them out across the country. That company is one of few in the nation and is located right here in Eugene. Western shelter staff say they've never seen demand like this. Workers increase their hours by nearly 80 hours each week to try and keep up with orders. They say hundreds of shelters are going out to the National Guard as they deal with the COVID-19 response, in addition to other places such as hospitals. Its sister company, Crew Boss PPE, is also making masks for the first time, sending out thousands across the country. The company typically makes gear for wildland firefighters. Lane County Public Health will soon announce specific requirements the county must reach before they can begin lifting restrictions set in place by the stay-at-home order. Spokesperson Jason Davis says health officials are working on exact metrics on requirements, defining numbers for adequate testing and personal protective equipment. Davis also says while Lane County cases are slowing down, we're not in the clear yet to begin opening up Lane County.
Even though we're plateauing and we're very happy with that plateau, that since we have active cases in the community and we still are seeing new cases pop up, that any point in time, this right here can turn into another peak.
Lane County broke a 2-day streak with no new cases reported after those 2 new cases were announced today. Well, it'll be a slow but gradual process for the Eugene Airport to reopen. Acting Director Catherine Stevens says flight travel has dropped by 95% after the pandemic started. They've mostly seen military and medical travelers, and because of FAA regulations, they remain open to everyone. With summer on the way, travel plans are still unpredictable right now.
Well, I think it's just really hard to know. Of course, none of us have been through this before, so we just won't know for a while exactly what summer is going to be looking like, other than we will be ready to have passengers come back and start kind of more normal operations.
Well, if you're wondering how the Eugene Airport is staying afloat financially, Stephen says the airport received just over $22 million under the CARES Act Airport Grant Program. Moving on to a first look at weather, NBC 16's Heather Melendez joins us now. Hey, Heather. Wearing black for all the rain coming up, or what's that about?
No. But it is National Picnic Day, so today would have been a perfect day to go outside. There's still time, seeing some sunshine outside and some partly cloudy conditions. Right now, temperatures in Eugene are in the upper 60s, so it's beautiful spring-like conditions before that rain system does arrive. Right now, we're just seeing a cold front starting to make its way, pushing all that cloud coverage on eastward. We did manage to see some spring showers early in the morning, so those out in North Bend at least picked up a 1/10 of an inch of rain and some sprinkles in Corvallis as well. That's going to be a precursor as we head into tomorrow, but all that cloud coverage will allow us to see a warmer night, seeing lows in the 50s and upper 40s for most of western Oregon. But today is dry and we'll start to wake up with some cloudy conditions, seeing some morning showers. I'll let you know when to expect the second rain system in my full weather forecast.
All right, sounds good, Heather. Thank you. Well, Powers police made an arrest Wednesday after a house fire Tuesday morning and 7 other criminal cases. Powers police worked with the Oregon State Police Arson Unit conducting interviews in the case. Through the joint investigation, Cameron Nightingale was booked at the Coos County Jail. Powers Police Chief Kevin Mocco says they connected Nightingale to 3 fires, 4 vandalism cases, and a car break-in.
Boots on the ground, talking to people, combined with gathering evidence and then making sure the evidence matched up with the information that was coming in, because that's how it was done.
Mocco says these unsolved cases date back to February. The house fire on Tuesday resulted in a complete loss of the house, but fire crews were able to save nearby homes. Rock the Vote and When We All Vote is designed to ensure young Americans everywhere are able to vote safely during the coronavirus pandemic. For 22 years, Oregon has been one of the few states allowing voters to vote by mail for presidential elections. But Oregon sees thousands of college students from all over the country, and Senator Ron Wyden wants to make it safe for students to register and vote by mail. Last month, he introduced the Natural Disaster and Emergency Ballot Act of 2020, which would allow vote by mail all over the country.
I want to make sure that Oregon Duck and Oregon State Beavers and Portland State Vikings and all the folks who go to community colleges are able to vote and do it safely wherever they are now.
Really important.
Former presidential candidate Senator Amy Klobuchar joined Wyden on the effort. We spoke to her and Senator Wyden this morning on the phone. She says this is a $400 million effort for states to make voting safer by preventing crowds and lines at polls nationwide.
And that's why we believe it's so important to have a national plan. What our bill does is basically says, let's make it easier for everyone to vote from home. And that means getting the funding out. We got a head start with over $400 million in a bill a month ago.
Klobuchar says 16 states require an excuse for early voting, but some Republican governors already waived requirements to prevent crowds. Oregon presidential primary will still go on as scheduled. The statewide vote-by-mail election will be held on Tuesday, May 19th. And if you haven't registered to vote just yet, the county says your deadline to do so is April 28th. Oregon State University teams are set to fan out in full force this weekend for what OSU is calling a groundbreaking effort. It's a door-to-door coronavirus testing project. Tom Adams joins us live in the studio tonight with how the program works and what it means. Hi, Tom.
Well, hi, Jacqueline. It's called the Team-Based Rapid Assessment of Community-Level Coronavirus Epidemics. That's TRACE for short. Researchers at OSU have very high hopes for this Corvallis-based project.
These student teams from Beaver Nation are looking for new knowledge to unlock more of the mysteries of COVID-19 and the way it spreads.
Without this information, battling COVID-19 is like fighting a forest fire without being able to see the fire itself.
The students are going door to door in the Corvallis area, and they're handing out coronavirus test kits. The information gap they're trying to fill is not how many people are sick from COVID-19 or those who have died, but finding those who are packing the coronavirus but show no symptoms.
So we saw an opportunity to fill that gap and, in our case, first in Corvallis, determine the prevalence or the percent of people in Corvallis who have SARS-CoV-2.
The teams held a dry run last Sunday, hitting just a few neighborhoods.
You make sure that you swirl it around 5 times on this side.
The bigger push starts this weekend as students visit 960 randomly selected residents over the next 4 weeks.
And then we're going to have the participants collect a nasal specimen, and that specimen will be sent to a private lab for testing.
Bethel tells me the people packing the virus without symptoms, they're the ones unwittingly spreading the problem. They'll get a better handle on that percentage, and it leads to better use of COVID-19 control measures like contact tracing.
It allows to stop the spread of the disease. If we know the people who are around people that are infected, we can put in public health measures such as quarantine.
A unique test model that other communities can use to forge their own pandemic control plan.
And those people who accept to take part in the project will have to fill out a questionnaire and sign a consent form. Test results will be shared with the Benton County Department of Health and the Oregon Health Authority.
All right, thank you, Tom. Well, of course, make sure to sign up for our newsletter to get the latest updates on local stories in your inbox. To sign up, visit NBC16.com/sign-up. Sorry, I always get tongue-tied on that one. Type in your email and click sign up.